6. We'll find out where we're going to play right now, bring up the map veto for you, and that will play a huge part in the actual result of the match, as per usual.
Coastline and Border will be removed from the map pool. Reciprocity will start on defense. Accelerate will start on attack, which used to be a bit of a death sentence for teams, but it seems that the attackers have a bit more teeth moving forward. But a bit of an uphill battle given that Clubhouse, one of the most heavily defender-favored maps, though has seen a bit of a flourish from teams on attack. Can Accelerate keep that trend alive? That means Maestro and Echo will be available on the board here. Oh.
What?
Might.
Oh. Castle Barricade to his advantage along that position. Thomas is going to take out Retro, so now Control Blue is in for EXG, and Schlongy's going to eliminate Skies. This is a pretty one-sided round so far. Thomas eliminates Foxe as well, and it's just Laxing now in a 1 versus 5. For the attack of EXG, if Laxing doesn't play this right, and yeah, there it is. No impactless frags for Laxing. Reciprocity. Thomas is starting to work his way towards Blue. Last time he managed this control, will he be able to get it a second time around? Ooh, bad timing there on the angles. Thomas eats a lot of damage, but wins the fight regardless. Retro, what happened? Now, it's just 2 here for Reciprocity. Laxing tries to rotate out of dirt. He gets shut down by Achieved, and in the site, Mark gets shut down. Looks like we have a disconnect from Retro, so it's very likely going to be a rehost, but that round still goes the way of EXG, and that's 2 in a row.
Information from them, but here's your pressure inside a garage. And it will be Achieved. Gun down. Crusher downed as well.
Because Mark killed the Achieved while he's throwing the nade, and he's going to get even more kills as he goes for the vault, going for the 4K, but it won't happen. Schlongy shuts him down, but still an excellent hold of the garage. And that's going to put Reciprocity in a great spot. They'll win the round in the last few battles there. Retro and Laxing sweep it up. And there you go, first round for Reciprocity.
And Reciprocity really needed that one, not just for momentum, but also for confidence, to be an audio indicator of where that air jab was triggered from. It's a run out from Laxing that sometimes that gamble can pay off. The double run out, though, is not expected, as there's a second. Foxe pops out the window and guns down Tomas. So a late trade of sorts as Achieved. He has 1 frag grenade left, but he knows that there's an ADS down there. Retro peaks, and there you go. EXG regains the lead.
Give his team a crossfire on the actual site, but he's been marked and it looks like he's going to fall back. Probably the right call. Biologic making his way up the main stairs will get 1 and a second there as he goes for the 3rd. He runs out of ammo. Foxe shuts him down. 1 versus 3, but winnable, certainly. Not challenging the right angles, but oh, opportunity missed out on. And because of that, Crusher gets shut down. The shotgun is the perfect weapon for Foxe to win this round with if he plays his cards right. He only needs to hold on for 30 more seconds. Nade's coming out here, but there could be an ADS, but no, it's not going to be there. Bad cook, though, and Foxe will survive. Only a little bit of damage taken off of his person. Missed shots here from Achieve, but he finally lands enough to get Foxe, and no clutch for the excellent smoke play. Have yet to get control, and it's going to be a rush in through Moto. No one's challenging Biologics, but he misses all of his shots. Oh, no! The pre-fires will go everywhere but on the target. And Reciprocity will get 2 on this entry, now 3 as Mark lands another shot onto Achieve. Blue entry denied from Laxing, and it's a perfect round for Reciprocity.
So you can see or hear the shots from the AK-47 of the Nomad, and finally Foxe gets downed as it is Schlongy with that AK, or the 74 technically. Is it an AK-74? Aggressive onto the Nomad. Schlongy will get finished off as he re-peaks. For reasons unbeknownst to us, is next up on the docket is Crusher down below, and so is Achieved as Mark is going to get felled. That ADS had been bled out earlier on, and now
Crusher starting to work his way in. Gas canister's not perfectly placed to deny this plant, and Crusher might be able to get it with ease. Thomas has the rotation on lock. He's missing some shots, but the defuse plant goes down. Skies will get the frag, though, on the planter. Thomas eliminates Skies. It's just Retro. He's already managed to get 1 in the situation, and his teammates supporting him well. He's going for those 2, but he has to find the angles, and thus far, they have been elusive. Achieved waiting for the run out. Must have heard those shots from behind, but does not flinch. Oh, what a shot from Retro. A 1 versus 1 now. He has to know where the buck is. The shotgun skeleton key out, though, and oh, it lands. Achieved wins the round. EXG takes it, and a little bit of celebration.
In order to grab 1 point here, they've only got to collect 2 rounds. Schlongy's going to do his best to keep it in tow as he takes out 1 member of Reciprocity. 2 more will fall to Crusher and Bio, and Achieved, providing excellent coverage as an Alibi gets back to site safely after a bit of expedition on that 2nd floor, or exploration on 2nd floor. And
he's playing Rafters as the Doc. This is dangerous, but he could do a lot of damage. If he plays his cards right, he's not going to land the shots, though, and Foxe will 25 damage done, but that's not really a lot. Achieved, though, sending those stairs. Skies goes down. Excellent play here. C4 to follow it up, and it will not land, at least not enough of it, to get the kill. A little bit of damage done to Foxay, bring him down to about 50 HP.
He's bought a ton of time for his team, though, and you can see now with Schlongy also moving on out, this is going to be a full-court press here for Excelerate, as they are just bringing the heat to Reciprocity. Not available. He's still got smokes from Mark, who's now in the middle of the site, gets crushed by Crusher. Laxing will refrag onto Achieved, but still Excelerate looking to hold on. Retro with a great shot into Tomas. Reciprocity actually putting together quite an impressive resume here. As it's now Crusher. A nice shot of his own onto Retro, and Laxing not able to accomplish much. That's 6 rounds for Excelerate. They get 1 point at minimum. It was funny, 80-some-odd% of you folks, 83%, be quite victorious in the process. Excelerate will now have to deal with a timer too. There's Schlongy eliminating Skies, and in the post plant, EXG buys himself an advantage. Possible jump out from construction, fearing there being a Claymore, but there's nothing by the window, as it's all going to be Excelerate. 3 frags in a row. Retro, who got the diffuser down, will need to hold things together as he sees that the ship around him is slowly starting to take on water. Can he plug the hole in time? Schlongy and Bio both in position to start going for the defuse. Bio understanding that there might be a push, but Schlongy's going to stick it, and nobody seems to know. There's no call here. Excelerate under the wire managed to steal the defuse, and Reciprocity are completely oblivious. For Excelerate Gaming and Reciprocity taking a big step backwards, especially.
Oh, hey, there, it's happening now.
Mr. Pojo Man himself. Congratulations on your victory today. Now, you didn't actually compete, but it's nice to see you again, old friend.
Well, it's nice to see you too.
Well, I don't know if you. I don't think you can actually see me, but
I can't. But I know what you look like. It's fun.
Thank you. You just put a stock picture of me up on your wall or microphone,
yeah,
or our monitor. Now, I want to talk about this matchup because Clubhouse tends to be one of Reciprocity's better maps, and you literally stormed in and you crushed them 7-2. Now, when you go up against preparation against them, both Michael and myself talked about your bans of both Capitao and Mira. These are obviously very deliberate bans. What was your thinking behind taking them out of the equation, and how would that change Reciprocity's playstyle that you could capitalize on?
Well, we knew the Mira ban would really affect the cache defense because they like to bunker up with the castles and the mirror up top. So we just kind of read into that, and we figured that would mess them up the most in that case. So that's why we went with that. And the Capitao, like a lot of teams rely on Capitao on Clubhouse. So we just figured that would be our best bet because we didn't rely on it. So we just kind of adapted around that.
Always a good opportunity to take out an operator that you don't particularly use that you know will affect your opponents quite a bit. I'm assuming you expected to play on Clubhouse given these bans and the preparation for today?
We had it narrowed down to pretty much 2 maps, so we were pretty much ready for either one.
Now, since you've stepped onto this roster as its coach, you've been able to help grow the players. Michael and I talked about the fact that you bring something that this team doesn't really have and is really desperately needed, which is experience, and the fact that you've been around so long. How has your impact on coach changed, your impact as the coach changed the team, and what's been your biggest focus since you came onto this roster?
The biggest thing is like communication and just overall teamwork. Like they have a really good base of like teamwork communication, but it's mainly like cleaning up because like everything's there. I just have to kind of make sure that it's there cleanly all the time. Like main thing is Xbox callouts where they call out like 6 times on one thing. That was a big focus, and I think that helped them quite a bit. Like they're a lot more calm, a lot more. You can actually hear what's going on, hear the calls that are happening. That was the biggest focus for me.
Perfect. And then obviously you've had some impact as well, just being able to help deepen the strategies. They had Tomas as their coach. They brought him on. He's had quite an impact on this roster as well. So it's nice to see that you're helping them grow. Last question for you, a bit of a personal question. Will this affect the timeline for the next Pro Digest, or is that still running along on schedule?
Hopefully it'll make it go better, but we'll see. Yeah. It's kind of as it's ready. And I don't want to take all the credit strategy-wise. Bio does a crap load of work putting in the time actually getting that done. So it's not all me. It's definitely the rest of the team putting in their effort.
Humble as always, and good opportunity actually to say hello and get to interview you here. Now, anything you want to say before we conclude the interview?
Not a whole lot. Get pucks deep, get pucks in the net, and plan to win some hockey games.
Perfect. The excellent Canadian response from you. I expected that as much. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck in your next couple matches.
Thanks, Parker. Yeah, you too.